I think the center does work that departments cannot do. It brings together scholars, students, and other intellectuals who might not be associated with the academy to have some really important and difficult discussions about race and slavery and justice.
In terms of my own research, it's extremely important to me as a slavery studies scholar to be based at a university that takes the history of slavery really seriously and thinks about it in incredibly complex ways. It's really a place where all kinds of ideas and people's work from different time periods are intersecting in meaningful ways.
It's exciting to be able to engage with people. I think for people in the United States, it's always important to find ways to come out of a kind of exceptionalism or a box that makes you think that slavery only happened here or in the Americas, and that the after effects are only here, and that the ways to think about it are only here. You can't collaborate with the center and keep that mode of thought. You will come out knowing that it was a globalized phenomenon.
So the opportunity for undergraduates, I think, is really incredible and unique, particularly because it allows undergraduate students to engage in firsthand primary source research, reading materials on the Atlantic slave trade in ways that I think otherwise in a seminar you might not necessarily do.
I think the center is an amazing multidisciplinary space. There's programming, there are youth initiatives, there are exhibitions that happen that kind of center these legacies related to slavery and its continued impact on the modern world. And I think that the center with these programs is kind of opening a door for the public to step through in a way that's, I guess, welcoming and engaging for people to finally have access to some of these difficult histories.
I think that a lot of people learn history, not just from the books that historians write, but they actually learn history from exhibitions, from plays, from artistic things.
For me, working at the center has really been an opportunity to think creatively and critically about what public humanities really means, what it means to do responsible scholarship, and what it means to think about us as individuals that are part of the university and our responsibility, considering both the university's historic involvement with the transatlantic slave trade, the way the university continues to profit off of that history, and also the way that the university exists today in its engagement with the campus, with the city around us, and with the world.
When I was a part of CRMI in high school, this was the space that we used. This is the space where we basically learned in, we collaborated in, we were able to share ideas, and it was honestly a safe space for us to talk about topics that we didn't feel, or at least I didn't feel comfortable talking about. After CRMI had ended, we used the space to serve as a book club. It's the first space where I read Ta-Nehisi Coates. It's the first space where I read Toni Morrison.
I share an office space with several other faculty fellows, with postdocs, with undergrads, with master's students, and that particular space is always really collaborative. I think in a time where people are increasingly siloed by disciplines or siloed by funding, it's really, really special for me as like a contemporary sociologist to be able to sit alongside historians of slavery and to talk through the different kind of synergies, but also importantly, the differences that might exist between something that somebody's seeing in Haiti versus what I see in China and Thailand.
I think the garden outside of the center is the most humane place on this campus. It's a place where I come when I'm stressed out or just like want to not only be in my head, but be in my body and be in my spirit. And, it feels like a place that is really trying to do scholarship in a way that's capacious.
It's also a space where thinking about slavery is not confined to thinking about slavery. The name is Center for the Study of Slavery and Justice. And for someone like me who was an activist long before I was an academic, the and justice part is often what brings me. It will contribute to the kind of knowledge that Brown is creating.
If you're going to sum up what the work at the center does, I think that we're going to say that what the work the center does is about transforming historical and contemporary knowledges about racial slavery and about American and the world society, and trying to make those new knowledges available to as many people as possible. I think that is really very appropriate to have the Center for the Study of Slavery and Justice in that mix of all the ambitions that Brown has of trying to make the world and America a better place.